Echo and HarperAudio present The Orchard, a novel by David Hopen, performed by Micky Shiloah. For my mother and my father, on whose love my world stands. Our rabbis have taught, 4 entered into the orchard. They were Ben Azai, Ben Zoma, Aher, and Rabbi Akiva. Ben Azai gazed and died. Of him it is written, precious in the eyes of Hashem is the death of his pious ones. Ben Zoma gazed and went insane. Of him it is written, have you found honey? Eat your share, lest you become full and vomit it up. Aher became an apostate. Rabbi Akiva entered and exited in peace. Hagigah 14b. Fade far away, dissolve, and quite forget what thou among the leaves hast never known, the weariness, the fever, and the fret. Here, where men sit and hear each other groan, where palsy shakes a few sad last gray hairs, where youth grows pale and spectre-thin and dies, where but to think is to be full of sorrow, and leaden-eyed despairs, where beauty cannot keep her lustrous eyes, or new love pine at them beyond tomorrow. Keats, Ode to a Nightingale. Prologue. Is tragedy dead? This is what I asked Mrs. Hartman at the end of it all, when I was still obsessed with every fatal flaw but my own. She didn't ask why I needed to know. Instead, she asked me to define tragedy for her. I told her this was impossible. Tragedy was a sub-philosophy, something to be felt, not defined. She shook her head. Majestic sadness, she told me. That's tragedy. I thought about that night, standing side by side with Evan and Amir in those waning moments before the policemen, the fire trucks, the body count. I thought about the look on Evan's soot-washed face. I wonder if Noah is seeing this, he had said, his voice soft, sad. After everything that had happened our senior year, it was the way he said this that made me cry. If that was not majestic sadness, I decided, nothing was. Well, Mr. Eden? She blinked at me. Did it die with the Greeks? No, I said. I suppose not. August. Come, my friends. 'Tis not too late to seek a newer world. Tennyson, Ulysses. For the first 17 years of my life, I lived in Brooklyn. From nursery through the 11th grade, blurred prehistoric years, I attended a small yeshiva called Torah Temima, the translation of which, the Torah is perfect, was our credo. School was single-sexed, with a black and white dress code, 30 boys per grade, and a reputation for functioning as an academic travesty. Yiddish-speaking rabbis refused to teach anything vaguely related to evolution. Former hippies, plucked from the street, incapable of landing a job in the regular school system, ranted incoherently about civics. Freshman year math was canceled abruptly after Mr. Alvarez, our lone competent teacher, decided he'd seen enough of our wondrous country and returned to Argentina. The Torah was perfect. Our education was not. None of this mattered much to our community. Never was there any pretense that this was anything but a yeshiva first and a school second, dedicated to the uncompromising development of students into the leaders of modern-day Torah, and then, with whatever time was left in the day, to a secular education. Most graduates spent years floating aimlessly around the country, studying in a base medrash here, a base medrash there, where their fathers had once studied, where a second cousin...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?